Prime Minister launched free e-rickshaw service at Varanasi railway station for senior citizens, physically challenged and pregnant women. He also interacted with the e-rickshaw drivers. Later, Prime Minister will also launch the country's first fleet of 11 solar battery-operated e-boats at Assi Ghat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana from Balia in Uttar Pradesh. PM promised all-round development of Uttar Pradesh by providing maximum funds for electricity, education, LPG gas connections and sanitation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced to start work on the long-pending Tarighat-Ghazipur Mao railway line, slams the previous Congress governments for backwardness of Uttar Pradesh and not providing electricity in 18,000 villages even in 60 years of the rule. Prime Minister reiterated commitment to provide 5 crore LPG gas connections to poor families in the next 3 years. Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan says the NDA government is committed towards welfare of poor and women. Speaking in Balia, the minister stressed on Ujjwala Yojana. Minister says the move will empower women on a large scale. Pranab Mukherjee, who is on a visit to New Zealand today, laid wreath at the World War II Hall of Memories of the Auckland War Memorial Museum in New Zealand. Earlier, India and New Zealand signed the Air Services Agreement. President Pranab Mukherjee said the agreement will serve to provide easier connectivity. CBSE today conducted the single national eligibility cum entrance test for undergraduates seeking admission to MBBS and BDS courses for the academic year 2016-17. This was the first NEET exam after the Supreme Court ruling on the 28th of April mandating single exam for admissions to medical courses. CBI Bill Question former Indian Air Force Chief SP Tyagi tomorrow in connections with the Augusta Westland chopper deal. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar says he will place all facts before the Parliament on 4th May. Government releases 10,275 crore rupees to drought-hit states under the National Disaster Relief Fund. Agriculture Minister says centre responding rapidly in coordination with states with a multi-pronged approach to mitigate ill effects of drought. Amid rising temperatures across the country, a special prayer was performed in Bengaluru asking gods for rain. India has been reeling under intense heat wave conditions in many parts of the country. There was ruckus during Kanhaiya Kumar's speech in Patna today after a man was beaten up by the JNU Students' Union President supporters for waving a black flag at him. The police have detained 2 men for protesting during Kumar's speech. Centre today deployed 2 Mi-17 helicopters to douse the forest blaze in Uttarakhand. Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh has reviewed the Uttarakhand forest fire situation with Chief Secretary of the states and concerned officers in the MHA and instructed the officials to monitor situation and provide all assistance in controlling the Uttarakhand forest fire. Over 2,270 hectares of forest land affected by fire in the Kumaon and Garhwal region. The new Real Estate Act comes into effect. The much-awaited act aims at framing necessary operational rules, creating institutional infrastructure for protecting interests of home buyers and promoting real estate sector. In international news, authorities remain on high alert after a police officer was killed and 23 people, including 19 officers, were wounded in a car bomb in Turkey's southeast province of Gaziantep. Indian trio of Deepika Kumari, Lasiram Bombela and Lakshmi Rani Maji settled for silver medal after losing to Chinese Taipei 2-6 in the women's recurve finals at the Archery World Cup in China. Indian men's team win the bronze after beating Great Britain 6-0. International Labour Day or May Day has been observed with a pledge to work for the welfare of the working class. This year's theme is celebrating the international labour movement.